Yo, what's up, boys? So, this is the start of, the EA Bootcamp. I'm going to be teaching you guys everything that has to do with trading, specifically futures, but it could be applied to any other market or commodity. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys everything from the most basic thing, like what a candle is, all the way to how to formulate your own, your own entries, even your own models, and trade the way that you are more comfortable trading with, right? So this is going to be kind of like mentorship, a free mentorship kind of. But let's just call it the EA Trading Bootcamp or the EA Trading Camp. I don't really know what I'm going to call it. But yeah, this is going to be me teaching you guys everything I know and the way that I wish I learned things in trading. So obviously, first things first, if you're here, you're probably new to trading or maybe not. But if you are new to trading, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is that it's not as easy as it seems. Shit seems hella easy. I know, but you see a bunch of payouts, you see the lifestyle, you see everything on social media makes it seem a lot easier than it really is. Fuck. Oh, I am recording. Okay. Fuck. I thought I wasn't recording. But yeah, anyways, trading, bro. Trading is, I would say 80% of it's mentality. The other 20% is analytical. The analytics side of things is the easiest thing. That's why anyone can analyze a chart for you and draw a fair value gap on a chart and show you how a setup looks like on a chart. Now, actually controlling your mental and finding a type of way to trade that aligns with your own mentality and how your emotions work is a completely different ballgame. But for the start of it, if you guys are going to be trading, I want you guys to focus on trading. You need to disassociate the money aspect of trading from trading. I know everyone's here to trade to make money, but in order to make money trading, you have to disassociate from the money. What that means is that when you're in a trade, you don't want to look at the dollar amount. You don't want to think of how much can I make on this trade. All you want to think of is, am I following my rules? Am I trading correctly? Am I trading to the best of my ability? Because when you become attached to the outcome, that's when you fuck everything up in trading and you go down a spiral, and it's really hard to get out of it. It's like you dig your own hole, and obviously if you're in a hole, it's really hard to get out of that hole. That's kind of how that works. Trading is, how do I say, it's a game of probabilities. What you're doing is using a specific model that has data backed to that model, which you know works a certain percentage of time, meaning you have a known win rate and a known RR, which is risk to reward. Just means like if you risk 500 on a trade, you're looking to make, so if you have 2R, 2R means 2 risk to reward, meaning you'll make 2 times whatever you risk. 3R, 3 times whatever you risk. Win rate just means the percentage of times that you win. So let's say you have a 60% win rate. Out of 10 trades, you should win 6 of them. Right? So, yeah, trading is very, very much about probabilities and getting the best edge in the market. And it's not about being right or wrong. It's just about executing when your model appears, when what you're looking for is there in the market, right? So the first thing you want to do is disassociate yourself from the money. Do not attach yourself to the money. That's the last thing you want to do, and it's the biggest mistake everybody makes, including myself, when starting to trade. You look for, how can I make the fastest amount of money, the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time? You're going to fuck yourself over. You want to focus on, how can I become the best trader? How can I trade to the best of my ability? How can I master all these concepts, right? And there's no rush. There's literally no rush. The market's always going to be there. It's always been there. It's not going to go anywhere. So focus on learning and understanding everything that you need to in order to become the best trader possible, right? So I'm going to put into, these YouTube videos. It's going to be a whole playlist. There's going to be a lot of modules. There's going to be mentality updates throughout the entire thing. Kind of like, you can look at TGR's bootcamp, kind of similar to that. I'm going to put my own spin on it, how I want to teach and how I wish I was taught. I'm going to break it down into 2 sections, kind of how I used to do my mentorship, which was part 1, it's going to be basics, knowledge, and key concepts, just understanding everything. Part 2 is going to be application of basics, key concepts, and all the knowledge you've actually acquired through part 1. So it'll be part 1 and part 2. And then part 3, it'll be more so executing trades using certain models that I teach you guys. But as far as part 1 is, The most important thing again is understanding your mentality. If you're a person who is, I don't want to say addictive, but if you have an addictive personality, that's something you want to fix. If you get addicted to smoking, addicted to drinking, addicted to anything else, that's something that's going to put you at a disadvantage from day one, right? So if you want to be a trader, and this is what I would tell my mentorship students in the past, the first thing you want to do is download the app called Days Since. It's an app that tracks like how many days since you've done this or that. You want to download it. Let's say if you smoke, let's say if you drink, or whatever your vices are, you're going to download this app. You're going to put a 7-day timer or maybe even 14 days. Test it out. See how long you can go without this vice that you're so addicted to. If you can't go even 7 days without this vice, I'm just going to tell you, do yourself a favor. Don't even go into trading, because what's going to happen is you're going to buy a bunch of funded accounts. You're going to fail the funded accounts, buy more, and it's going to be a cycle. It's going to keep on repeating, because the reason you're going to be failing them is all up here. It's all mental. That's the reality of it. So first thing I want you to do is download that app. Go 7, maybe even 14 days. See how long you can go without this addiction if you have one. If you don't have one, then great. This is the right place to be. You are already ahead of majority of people, because everyone around this age, it seems to be addicted to a Kuvi, addicted to a vape, addicted to weed, drinking, whatever the case is, or even partying, bro. If you can't go a week without partying, I know, even if you're in a party school, it doesn't matter. If you can't go a week without partying, you're not going to be able to trade. I'm telling you right now, it's just not going to be for you, right? Now, once your discipline's all established and your mentality's in check, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. No one's telling you not to do things. You only have one life. Do whatever you want. But for the sake of learning how to trade and becoming a disciplined trader, that's something you want to do. It's the first thing you want to do, right? And then the next thing I want to talk to you guys about. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about. It has to do with, how do I put it? Okay. The reason you're getting into trading is a big thing, right? So if you're getting to trading just to make a quick buck, it's not going to be for you. You're not going to have a fun time, and you're not going to make a quick buck. If you want to go do that, buy someone's signal service and just copy their trades. If you're here to learn to trade, to actually acquire a skill that you can use for the rest of your entire life, then yeah, start trading. That's perfect. Now, if you're looking to make a quick buck, not for you. You're not going to have a fun time learning how to trade. But if you want to learn the skill and use it later on to actually produce money, whether you're a college student, whether you want to make this a part-time job, a full-time job, whatever you want to do, it'll be accessible if you actually take the time to learn the skills in trading. But yeah, that's as far as video 1. Now we're going to go to video 2. So just click right here. Should be the next video. And we're going to be talking about candlesticks, what candlesticks are, and how they work.